Naga at 88.9 Idol FM. Dahil
Sa Bicol, Idol.
Member KBP.
Radyo Aralan sa Naga Season 2.
Ating samahan ang mahusay na guro mula sa Kararayan National High School sa pagtuklas ng mga bagong kaalaman at kasanayan sa ESP9 at TLE9, kasama sina Giselle San Juan at Halivin Arevalo bilang mga radio anchor at sina Mary Lisa Cabug at Nelia Francisco bilang mga radio teacher sa nag-iisang
Radyo Aralan sa Naga Season 2.
mapapakinggan mula alas 3 hanggang alas 4 ng hapon, Miyerkules, ika-25 ng Mayo sa 105.5 Idol FM.
4, 3,
Radyo Aralan sa Naga, hanggang tulungan ka. Radyo Aralan sa Naga, sagot sa asignatura. Radyo Aralan.
Good afternoon to all. I'm Halivin Arevalo, welcoming you here at 105.5 Idol FM Naga as your anchor for today's episode in Radyo Aralan sa Naga Season 2. I hope all of you who are watching in our FB page and listening from your radios are in good state to learn. I hope every one of you have taken also their good meal for now. What I mean good meal is you have eaten your food well with nutritional value and health balance. Well, speaking of food or everyday meal, by the way, we all know that Filipinos love to experience eating and enjoying meat dishes. Oftentimes, we are enticed to take a good bite of meat dishes because of its color, texture, and the beauty of the plated dish. Guys, let me ask you first. Have you ever been cooking or preparing meat dishes for meal to your family or friend? Well, I believe you do great and fun. You might be wondering why I suddenly bring up and ask you things on meat dishes, don't you? Well, the major reason is that meat dishes are not only cooked, but being prepared with an art and craftsmanship. In this airing episode, you will hear an interesting topic entitled Presenting Meat Dishes with an aim to identify its basic elements, classify the different techniques, and apply the techniques in plating the meat dishes. Well, this topic will be discussed to you by our witty and energetic radio person, and without further ado, let's give a warm of applause to teacher Nelia H. Francisco.
Radyo Aralan sa Naga Season 2.
A pleasant day, my dear students and listeners. You are tuned to Radio Aralan for Grade 9 Cookery in Naga on Air. This is radio teacher Ma'am Nelia H. Francisco from Kararayan National High School. Today, we will tackle about presenting meat dishes. You will learn the important things in presenting meat dishes and plating techniques. Number 1, the basic elements in plating meat dishes. Number 2, the different techniques in plating. And number 3, the technique in meat dishes plating. Are you ready to listen? I know you're excited to learn. Come and let's have fun. Before we continue, let me give you some reminders. To all viewers watching over Facebook Live, please be reminded of the following. 1, you can post at TLEHE Cookery. Number 2, please always be polite and respectful. Number 3, avoid posting foul or offensive words. And number 3, think before you click. Thank you. Now, get ready. Open your module number 7 on pages 6 to 10. Then, be sure to have paper and pen with you. Are you ready? Great. Now, on this multiple choice test, each question or item is followed by a series of possible answers or choices. Write the letter of the correct answer on your answer sheet. This is to find out what you already know. If you do the advanced reading in your module, you may already have the knowledge on this. Okay, let's start. Question number 1. It refers as to how something feels or its visible surface characteristics. A. Feeling. B. Mouthfeel. C. Textualize. D. Texture. The correct answer is D. Texture. Let's proceed to number 2. What term is used in decorating food to make it more attractive? A. Designing. B. Garnishing. C. Movement. D. Plating. The answer is B. Garnishing. Correct. Okay, question number 3. What do you call the arrangement of food on the plate? A. Balance. B. Garnishing. C. Plating. D. Ravier. The correct answer is C. Plating. Very good. Next question, number 4. An uncut portion of the main food item is known as A. Balance. B. Centerpiece. C. Movement. D. Plating. The answer is centerpiece. Okay, let's move to the last question. Number 5. Why are plating techniques important to learn in a culinary class? A. We eat with our eyes. B. Plating isn't important actually. C. Design is necessary always in plating. And D. Plating makes the food taste better. The correct answer is A. We eat with our eyes. I hope everybody got the correct answer. Now, let us discuss about the kind of plating tools which are needed in presenting meat dishes. Why are plating tools needed in presenting meat dishes? Excellent! This is to create a restaurant quality food presentation. Now, can you give me one kind of plating tool? Yes, very good. A decorating brush. Can you give me the uses of this plating tool? Correct. This is used to aid in detailed line work and broad sauce strokes. Can you give me another kind of plating tool and its uses? Great. Molds. These keep plates clean and increase visual appeal by cutting ingredients to specific shape and sizes. And in addition to that, ring molds help you develop height and structure when stacking ingredients. Okay, who can give me the other plating tool? Yes, you're right. Precision tongs. Can you give me the uses of this plating tool? Very good. It helps you place, garnishes, or small delicate items. And this is also common in our kitchen. And can you give me one last kind of plating tool? Good. Plating spoons. How about the uses of this plating spoon? Great. These comes in various sizes and are essential to the art of food presentation. Now that you learned about the different plating tools, let's proceed to the 5 basic elements of plating. Who can give me the first element of plating? Yes, you're right. Create a framework. How can we create a framework? Anybody? That's right. Start with drawings and sketches to visualize the plate. And aside from that, you have to practice plate to work on executing your vision. What's next? Good. Keep it simple. Why we must keep it simple? Anyone? Very good, because clutter distracts the main elements of your dish. Some more elements of plating? Great, balance of the dish. What is this all about? You're right, play with colors, shape, and texture to ensure the diners are not overwhelmed. And also, the presentation should not overpower flavor and function. Okay, what is the next element of plating? Anybody? Good. Get the right portion. Why there is a need to get the right portion? Great. To strike the right proportion of protein, carbohydrates, and vegetable to create nutritionally balanced meal. May we have the last element of plating now? Correct. Highlight the key ingredient. What does this mean? Excellent. Make sure that the main ingredient stands out and pay equal attention to support. And for more information on the elements of plating, you may click this link: www.lightspeedhq.com. Now that you've learned about the elements of plating, let's proceed to the top food presentation and plating techniques. Who can give me the number one? Yes, you're correct. Create height on the plate. How will we do this? You're right. Simply pack some food in the mold and gently leave it up. It is important that you don't separate the food trying to fill the plate. Build from the bottom up. Okay, now can you give me the next plating technique, please? Good. Cut the meat horizontally. Why must we do this? Anyone? Excellent. To show off the quality and to make the meat much tender. Okay, another top food presentation and plating technique. Great! Play with texture. How can we do this? And why must we do this? You're correct. Playing with texture, foam and sauces make the dish looks more interesting. Okay, next up, food presentation and plating technique, please. Good. Use contrasting colors. What is the advantage of using contrasting colors? You're right. The more time you spend on how you present each dish, the more you can stimulate the visual interest of the diner. And how can we improve the visual contrasting colors of the dish? Anyone can give me an answer? Excellent! The easiest way to add color is to start working with more colorful ingredients like carrots, potatoes, cauliflower, lettuces, beans, and more come in a variety gorgeous color. Are there more top food presentation and plating technique? Who can give me more? Good. The number 5, choose the right plates. Why do we need to choose the right plates? Excellent. Because the color of the plate matters. Plate serves as the canvas for your food. And in addition to that, choose a dish vessel that makes it easy for your guests to eat. Okay, some more top food presentation and plating technique. Good. Match the food presentation to your presentation theme. Can we explain how can we do this? You're great. The food should have an element of height or visual texture. The balance of color and thoughtful garnishes, both carefully placed and intentional in flavor and texture. Who can give me the last top food presentation and plating technique? Great! Express yourself. Why? Very good. because it is where chefs can allow themselves to be creative and have impact on how guests perceive the dishes they're eating. Now, let's proceed to the next lesson. Conceptualize plating as an art form. You are the artist, the plate is your canvas, and the food is your medium. The following are the additional plating techniques that should be mastered. First, the plate presentation techniques. In this technique, the plate size, light versus dark plate, colors of the plates, and restaurant style must be considered for an ideal food presentation. Second, the food arrangement technique. The rule of thirds, plate as a clock, flavor bites, and simplicity of the design determines your meal aesthetic tone. Third, the visual plating technique. Serving odd quantities, color diversity, and monochromatic meal enhances visual appeal. And diners feel they're getting more food. And fourth, the sauce plating technique. Smeared sauce, accent dots, and swirled sauce enhances the food presentation. Always remember that food presentation is the key to pulling all five senses into the experience of eating. Hear the food being cooked, smell the ingredients, enjoy the texture as you eat, create an unforgettable taste, and of course, visually taste the food before it ever hits your tongue. Do you have any questions? Since you don't have any question, let us proceed to your assessment. This assessment is composed of 3 parts: knowledge, understanding, and your performance test. Are you ready? Let's start. Under part 1, you will write the letter T if the statement is true, and letter F if the statement is false. Number 1. Plating spoons vary in different sizes and essential to the art of food presentation. Number 2. The more time you spend on how you present each dish, the more visual interest you can stimulate in folks. Number 3. We can create heights on the plate, packing some food in the mold and gently lift it up. Number 4. You can match food presentation and restaurant theme through the elements of weight, balance of table setting, and good smell of the food. And number 5, the visual plating technique or monochromatic meal enhances visual appeal. Part 2, understanding. How food plating affects the presentation. Discuss at least 3 plating techniques. Now, let's check your answers. For part 1, number 1, letter T, number 2, letter T, and number 3, also letter T, and number 4, letter F, and number 5, letter T. The answer for part 2, food served on white plates tend to enhance sweet flavors in the food, while black plates bring more savory flavors, and serving food on red plate has shown to reduce the amount of food the diners eat. Serviceware should be chosen to match the food, its shapes and colors. For part 3, doing performance test, to be submitted together with the module. You will do the task sheet, What Can I Do? In your module page 11. The scoring rubrics is on page 12, which shows how your performance task will be graded. Submit it together with your module and answer sheets. God bless. For your assignment, look for more photos of plating presentation from a magazine. It can be an old magazine for a brochure output. You can search from the link Basic Food Plating Technique, YouTube. Congratulations, learners! Good job! That ends our lesson for today. I hope that you have learned something. Remember that skills development and mastery should adopt the philosophy of learning by doing. Thank you very much, learners, for spending time for this episode. God bless us all.
Radyo Aralan sa Naga Season 2.
Let's give Ma'am Nelia here a congratulations clap. The topic discussion was indeed very interesting and exciting. While Teacher Nelia was discussing topic, I can imagine how I would prepare food for table tonight for my family. If I may recall the time I go for a dine at the restaurant or home with my friends and relatives, I always do experience visual tasting, which comes from a very pleasant or craving presentation of food on the table. It is more appetizing whenever food, especially meat dishes, are presented beautifully. So anyone out there who wish to take part in food industry or related enterprises, or anyone who wish to satisfy eating of your loved ones, this topic is a good step to learn the different techniques for presenting meat dishes. Build your confidence now to art and craftsmanship for food plating, and surely you will succeed towards pleasing everyone's stomach for eating meat dishes. Well, to end this episode, let me leave you a saying of Thomas Keller: a recipe has no soul, but you as a cook must bring soul to the recipe. Again, this is your radio anchor, Halivin Arevalo. Pleasant day to everyone. Take care and God bless.
Radyo Aralan sa Naga Season 2.